Welcome back to Mid Morning Live, and that's a nice shot of me. I look totally different. So we have with us the animals from the Wildlife Conservation, and Ricardo is going to talk us through what we have here. Now he has a lovely friend draped on his arm, so oh my. Introduce us to George.
Well, everyone, good morning again. This is George. George is a red-tailed boa constrictor, known in Trinidad and Tobago as a mackerel. George was born with us some time ago and is one of our favorite ambassadors.
How old is George now?
George is about 4.5 years old.
And is he going to get bigger than that?
Yes. Well, he's not going to get as big as if he were a female. If he was Georgette, he would have gotten to probably 12 feet at max. But George would probably top off around 9 feet.
So George knows you well?
George knows everybody well. He grew up, he was born with us, and he grew up just being handled all the time and friendly. So he's a great ambassador.
So when he's sticking out his tongue like that, does it mean that he doesn't like me?
No, he's just sensing the air, tasting the air, figure out what's around. Same way you would sit and look around, that's him figuring out what's going on around him.
Hi, George. I think George likes me. Why is he looking in my direction?
Because he wants to come over by you and cuddle a little bit.
Oh, wow.
You're going to try a snake cuddle this morning?
Am I brave enough to do this?
Of course you can. You're a snake yourself. You said it. Right? Just here's what. Palms up, open. Palms up and open. Right? And let George just sit in your hand, basically. And you have a bracelet, so I'll give you a little more bracelet right here. Let him wrap around you a little bit.
But his scales are a little rough.
Keep your hands open.
Okay, keep them open.
And that's it. You're handling the snake. And George is doing you nothing. And there's no slime. See? There is no slime.
Yeah, there's no slime. Actually, and you're right. He doesn't have a smell.
Right. They would develop a smell based on the environment. So if you have a snake in an aquarium and it pooped and you didn't clean, it'll pass over, it would smell like that. We, however, because our ambassadors have to go out and play with kids, we bathe our snakes regularly with Tresemme. So they have a really nice smell. Yeah,
I think George wants to come back by you.
Right? Oh, you go. He'd probably want to go on your shoulder. He's checking you out. He likes you, I can tell.
Okay.
He has that glow in his eyes.
Oh, wow.
Put it this way.
You can take George back?
All right, here's a little trick. If you're afraid, snakes don't eat trees. So just pretend that you're a tree, and he wouldn't know that you're food.
Am I his food?
No. Unless you smell like a rat. What do you smell like?
Cologne. What does he eat?
We feed him predominantly rats and mice. You're now bonding.
I have bonded because he's holding on to my other hand, and that's what boas do, right? They hold on to you and squeeze the life out of you.
This little thing. Okay, look at the size of his head.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Look at the size of you. You can probably kill the snake like that.
Oh, don't say that. I don't want to kill him. Oh, look, don't squeeze him.
Right, no, I'm just showing you, like that.
He's holding on to me.
So this animal with
so
this
what does
size
he
head,
eat?
Rats and mice.
Okay.
Rats and mice.
George,
He likes you.
Thank you, George. I love you too. So, this is me doing something that Mid Morning Live is allowing me. Ricardo, could you please put your other hand and take your snake?
No, you're doing so well. I'm sure you got up this morning, you didn't expect this.
Actually, no, I didn't know what his show was about this morning.
Well, there you go. Sometimes surprises are wonderful. And he was coming. I can't get him to come back to me. I'm sorry. It's a love thing, you know.
Okay, so overcoming some fears on Win TV this morning.
I'm just going to go through a little loop there.
Oh my God!
I love that.
No, Ricardo, this is too much.
No, you got to take him home.
I think so. I think Richmond need to get a shot at this because I think I'm surprising myself right now. Ricardo, he's trying to get into my armpit. Oh my God!
Absolutely nothing will happen. See? So as much as you fear, you can sit there with the comfort.
And people kill these snakes and they really do nothing.
Well, they do something. They're very important predators in our ecosystem. So unless you like rats and mice...
He's under my arm. Could you take him? Take him, please.
What are you, ticklish?
Yes.
Go, George. Oh, he's gone. He's going to go along the chair there. He's going to go along the chair. He's going to get stuck. Well, no, there's enough room. He'll make it right through.
Yeah,
let him go. He's going to go and give you a hug. You're going to get a snake belt and a snake necklace. Hey, you didn't do a snake necklace yet.
I want a snake necklace.
The look on your face is priceless. You know, sometimes with live TV, you just can't stage these moments. And this is one of those moments.
Definitely. Where's George? I'm not seeing his head.
Don't worry about that. You're good. But what's important is that people understand.
He's on my back.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. See, this is why I brought George. George is very interactive. And he's getting some great reactions there from you.
Richmond, I need a shot of this, but I need to get George off of me.
He's going to come around the other side of you, most likely. So look out for him coming out that way. He's long enough. He's going to come out that way. We have, what's a great thing at the center is when people come in with their fear of snakes and their preconceived notions of the way snakes are, and then they get an opportunity like this. And then after, you know what? That was cool. It wasn't slimy, it wasn't dangerous, and I'm still alive.
I am sweating, okay? This is a bit...
But you do it well. You're actually just glowing on camera. If you're sweating, that's wonderful. You're just glowing on camera. All right? So after this level of experience with this snake, you can be now an ambassador saying, hey, why are you killing that? It'll do you nothing. It has done you nothing. Yeah. And you know the funny thing is, you think that the women are afraid of the snakes. The men are worse off.
So let's take out the spider.
All right.
I think the camera just shifted. So we have some people in here with arachnophobia. So we're going to take out the spider.
All right.
Why should I be the only one enjoying this?
All right. So what we'll do, we'll put George back up.
Thank you. Why is George going through my whole arm?
I told you he likes you. You guys are having a
moment.
You know,
actually, he's really...
Would you like me to leave right
He's
now?
really cool. He's really cool. You know, like, he's cool. His body's really, really cool.
Yeah. But they never say, we were taught back in my days that reptiles are cold-blooded. That is actually wrong.
Where's George right now? Where's his head?
You should be telling me.
I don't know. I can't feel him. He's on a chair?
Yeah, he's actually doubled and coming back.
Oh. Okay.
You want me to take him away?
Please.
All right, he's right there.
Thank you. Yes, so.
Okay, yes, there we go.
Oh, that was a hug.
So he'll just come right through. Go ahead, Georgie. Go through.
Thanks, George.
All right. And
it was fun meeting you, George.
Take him right back here. Right, so it's important. I like them. They make, I mean, great accessories, really. You know, and a lot of times I just, you know, we just chill.
No, you look like Lord Shiva. Yeah. Just snake wrapped around your neck. Yeah.
Right.
It's Diwali, so.
There you go. You know, I should probably do a
Go to the
presentation at the
Nagar.
Nagar. Yes, I was thinking that.
You know, your exposure there will be much more than, because at least a couple thousand people pass through the Nagar every day.
All right, well, we've bear that in mind for next year. I don't know if we have the time. We have a very, very packed schedule right now. Education is our main thrust, so we're all over the place.
And a lot of kids go there too. Yeah. So I mean, that is
we'll talk to the guys for next year. I'm surprised actually they haven't invited us. We've done with a couple stations before a kids program there, and it was very well received. So we've been there already with the animals and so on like that. But that's something we can look at for in the future. But we have to get a lot more people on board. We have to train a lot of volunteers to be able to, one, know the animals and to be able to handle them, and then handle them in a public environment. Sometimes we go out on displays and we have literally thousands of people coming at you. So it takes a certain character to be able to deal with the animals and deal with the people being the biggest problem, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So talk about the nice birdie.
The nice birdie carries with it a sad story. This is a white hawk that is native to Trinidad and Tobago. It is hardly seen. It's a forest dweller, secondary forest. It'll come close to people sometimes since we are pushing further and further closer to their habitat, like Maracas, St. Joseph, and places like that. But his name is Oreo. Can you guess why they call him Oreo?
Yep.
And
he's cute.
Yeah.
He's a magnificent bird.
It is. I mean, and to see this bird in flight, it's like, you know, you've experienced something totally amazing. But someone loved this bird so much he decided to keep it as a pet. So he took a gun and he shot him on the wing. So Oreo's wing is broken in 4 places and he cannot fly. So if he would allow me, I have to sometimes let him see my hand coming so he's on his feet. But this wing there that's hanging, it's just going to be hanging like that. It is broken in 4 different places. The x-rays have shown it cannot be healed and he cannot go back into the wild.
Oh, you have to keep him.
So when you have an animal like that, even after you've gone through rehabilitation and it cannot be released, you have 2 options. First, you either put the animal to sleep, which we try to avoid doing at all costs. But when an animal cannot be kept,
you thought of putting him to sleep?
The options must always be open. If the animal can't go back in the wild, what do? It's either you put it to sleep or it becomes an animal ambassador. Now, if we have a raptor, which is what this is, a bird of prey, like some people say, oh, I would love that, I would love to mine that. Well, I'm sorry, this bird is not going to be eating bananas, mango, or bird seed. You have to feed this bird. This particular one, Oreo, eats 6 mice every day.
Okay.
So 6 by 7, that's 42 mice a week.
Where do you get 42 mice a week?
Well, fortunately, we have a live prey production area where we produce rats and mice. We also produce cockroaches, mealworms, and superworms. And soon to be added, it's going to be a cricket colony. Because when an animal comes in, we can't feed it what we want to feed it. We have to feed the animal the foods that they need. So, for example, soon our baby manacles will be given a chance to hunt the cockroaches. So they know this is what they will eat when they go back in the wild.
So what do you feed a spider?
The spider eats cockroaches, it eats mole crickets, and stuff like that. It'll even eat baby mice, pinkies.
Really?
That's how important the spiders are in our environment.
Oh, I didn't think a spider would... Tackle mice.
So people think, oh my gosh, this big spider in my house. I say, first thing, it is there for a purpose. Yeah, to scare me. No, you have food somewhere there that he wants. Be it moths, butterflies, crickets, cockroaches. Most of the time it's cockroaches. We all have cockroaches somewhere, whether you see them or not.
Right,
they're there.
they're
and
there.
the spider knows that. So he's not coming there just to line with you. I'm sorry. As nice as you are, he wants food. Okay?
And I like how your snake loves your the tail. You love the tail around your neck. It's not bothering.
He's just chilling. He knows he's on TV. He likes the lights. He likes the camera. He knows.
Oh, he's been on TV before.
Oh, he's a bit of a ham. You know, he loves being out there. He loves the lights. He knows that. You know, I think sometimes I've seen one cameraman back up because he was literally coming.
So we're gonna
right
take out the spider now, and give my cameraman a little jolt.
Right. So, folks, if you see the camera and the shots get a little shaky, it's because the cameraman is backing away very fast.
So do they bite?
Anything that has a mouth or fangs can bite. Will it bite? Well, I have never been in a situation where any of our tarantulas over the past 10 years.
I mean, again, a close-up of the spider, Mr. Joshua.
Okay.
The spider.
Even if the spider bites, it does have a very mild venom, so it is similar to that of a bee sting, which is not going to kill anyone. Yes, and I would suggest you just lick your thumb and wipe the area. You will be fine. Unless you have an EpiPen and you have severe allergic reactions to a bee sting or a wasp sting, then you should not be in the area of a spider.
I think the staff at Win TV need to come in and show us how well they can handle a snake.
So we're gonna put away George for now, so I can devote my full attention to Chevy, and that's what we call him.
Chevy is this...
Chevy. It's a Trinidad chevron tarantula, and the only place in the world where this tarantula is found is right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Really?
See, what we don't
It
realize...
isn't found anywhere else?
Nowhere else. We have some species of animals that are endemic. Nowhere else would you find them. And we do not have an appreciation for that. So,
Pawi.
Pawi, for example. Well, we thought until recently that the golden tree frog was one, but they believe that they've found colonies in Venezuela. So we've just lost that classification there. But so far, and as to my
The
knowledge...
oil birds are here and in Venezuela as well.
Yes, yes. So...
The Pawi...
You know what's a great bird? You know what is a great bird?
Oh, you might not be able to move with your mic on.
Right. Well, I'll get a little extension. Yeah, I'll be able to get him. A little extension forward here. All right. And we will get this little boy out. Chevy is going to come out. Now, he may run around a little bit because he's a little jumpy, and I'll move him
But wait,
away.
how will we get him back if he's going to run around a little bit?
I'll pop off my mic and I'll run and I'll catch him.
Okay.
But if he runs about and people start screaming, wouldn't that make great television?
I don't know, because then we might lose the camera. Because I think the most scared person is the biggest guy in the room.
Well, trust me, it'll be an amazing YouTube moment if that does happen. But I have a feeling that the cameraman is under control right now. He's composed, he's looking at that spider, and he knows it's not going to get him just yet. So, Trinidad and Tobago, this is Chevy. It's going to be a little jumpy, a little bit jumpy, a little bit jumpy. But
okay.
There we go. Now, the worst thing that the spider has done, or will probably do, is poop. That is part of their defense mechanism. Right.
Oh my God.
You know what line comes after that? Don't say it. Okay?
So, you just lost the cameraman.
Like I said.
And my producer is rolling on the floor. He's so
There are these moments.
I cannot believe that I am braver than the cameraman. No, I would really like to run, but Josh, you beat
You're
me
attached, yeah. Right. So
I think it's time to put him back.
Well, I would have handled him a lot easier, but I'm tethered by the microphone. But so this is Chevy.
Hi, Chevy. Bye, Chevy.
It's a Trinidad chevron tarantula. It's called a chevron because of the pattern on its
He's trying to get out
abdomen. Right, but my main concern is notice how the hawk has turned right around and is looking at him. Yes, that would form part of his food chain also.
That's why you should put him back, because the hawk might try to get his spider, and then I don't want anybody trying to get me while I'm sitting here.
All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get him to be nice and calm, and we're going to do. You got to do this for camera. We're going to do what we call a walk by. What's going to happen? He's on my hand. He's settling down. You're going to give me your hand. He's going to walk past your hand and walk right back to my hand. It's going to take less than a second.
Ricardo,
are we doing this?
I said I wasn't going to touch the snake, and I held the snake for like the whole show.
All right.
I am not going to touch the spider.
You don't have to touch the spider. He's going to walk by. All right?
No.
So
wait.
Give me your right hand.
Wait. No.
Come on, give me your right hand.
I do not want to touch the spider.
You're not going to touch it. He's going to walk by.
I do not even want him to walk by. He's not my type. on.
That's why he's going to walk by. No. You can do this. Come on. Let's give me your right hand. Remember, usually we have 3-year-olds doing this. I think you're just a wee bit older than that. And
so now the producer and the cameraman, we have 2 other members of staff in here, and I am going to do a walk by. Wait, Ricardo, come on, man.
Come on, you can do it. All the folks and the ladies out there, all the little Miss Muffets who
no,
started
he said,
the trumpet.
No, wait. You said my right thumb has the magic in it to heal if anything goes wrong, but you put it on my right hand.
Yeah.
So I can't lick my right thumb and put the spit on the bite, right? So
don't worry, the producer will do it.
I'm not that good with the producer. I don't know how to tell him that, but I'm not that good with the producer.
All sort of things could come to mind there, but we're on live television, folks, so we have to watch what we say. All right? So a little walk by, he's just going to walk past your hand because most people are afraid it's creepy, it's this, it's that, and you're going to see it's absolutely nothing. It's almost like being touched by a feather. Are you ready?
Yeah, he's very hairy. I'm not sure.
He's not very hairy. The worst that can happen is that he might poop on you.
I don't want him to poop on me either.
All right, so let's be nice and calm, and let's see if we can get this done, all right? So he's going to go and put him this way. Come. He's going to go, let's go, walk past, and he's gone. See?
Father-in-law. Remember, this is live TV. I can't say what I really want to see.
Right. Let's try that again. Come on.
I thought that was good enough.
Okay, so here we go. You ready? There we go. And he is on. How does it feel? Tell us what's going on.
Like a feather.
Like a feather. And he walks right back to me. There you go.
I am woman, watch me roar.
I told you can do it.
Okay.
I told you. And that is part of our interactivity and our education process.
So you do this with little...
Because, yeah, little kids, little girls. The little girls are actually the favorites with this. What may be happening, they're sensitive to smells and so on. And
well, nobody want me. Now we were having animals to show that wouldn't put on any perfume.
You smell really good, so the perfume that you would have put on your hand and so on there, he's probably just a little bit jumpy as a result. But that's all right. He's going to go right back in. And it's all
smelling like snake wouldn't help the situation.
No, that wouldn't bother him. The snake wouldn't bother him at all.
Okay, right? Could we get our cameraman back in studio, please?
So we got him back inside there.
Is his leg trapped?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Toe's not even close there, right?
Anybody else want to come and check to make sure his leg's not trapped?
Can you imagine how amazing it is that a spider with those little hooks on his feet can hold on to glass? And we think of glass as smooth, but they're actually little pits and dings in the glass, and they actually hold on to that and walk. That's just one of the most amazing things about the spiders, right there. So one of this is in your home, and normally what you do, you run for the slipper or the broom.
We have big spiders like that in our home.
That's actually a baby. It's going to get almost as big as my hand. And we're lucky in Trinidad.
I'm glad to say that I've never seen a spider this big in my home.
Where do you live?
In a bushy area.
In a bushy area? Well, you're lucky so far. That's what. You're lucky.
Oh, I've had big flying frogs, but not a spider this big.
Okay. Well, the frogs are probably taking care of the spider. So it balances. Mother Nature balances herself out. When things go off is when we introduce humans, because we think we have to eat this and kill that and the other. So the east-west corridor of Trinidad and Tobago was hard hit by Chick V about a year and something ago because we just spray everything. Okay? And even say more mosquitoes, we spraying more. But we're killing frogs.
You kill, yes, you kill the, yeah.
And the frogs are the ones who control the mosquitoes more than your spray, because your spray lasts 2 days, and then the mosquitoes come back. But then you killed off the frog, which is going to take a year to come back. So the mosquitoes are dancing in paradise.
You know what I miss? Butterflies.
Those are disappearing because you spray everything.
I really miss butterflies. They're so beautiful, and I'm a butterfly person. I love butterflies. And I really, even though I have flowers in my garden, there are no butterflies.
Yes, because...
when I see one, it's like a miracle.
Yeah. Fortunately, by the center, we have quite a lot. We don't use pesticides and chemicals. We're on a permaculture farm, so they're given an opportunity to flourish, and they do flourish. Like sometimes I actually see them eating some of my plants, and I leave them alone because I realize that they can't go too many. Yeah, they can't go many other places because the farmers around are spraying. You know, you hear that buzz.
And they even talk about the bees.
Yes.
We're losing the bees.
Yes.
So we might stop getting honey as well.
Well, honey isn't even that important. What's going to happen is predicted that if the bees die out within 2 years, no human will live on planet Earth.
Hey, that's not a very long time.
Well, yeah. And what's going to happen is people are like, well, without pollination, your corn will grow big and flowers, but you wouldn't get corn. Your wheat will grow big, but you wouldn't get wheat. So
the bees and the butterflies are that important.
Bees, butterflies, bats, all serious major pollinators. Those are the 3 major pollinators right there. And you know what's a shame? Bats. We have 48 species of bats in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're listed as vermin. Why? What has a bat ever done to anyone? The only person who could be upset with a bat is a house mother who's upset that the bat came in the house and pooped on the wall as it flew by. But I rather bat poop on the wall than have my children suffering from dengue and chickpea.
Yeah.
Because if they're not pollinating, the ones that don't pollinate are insectivores. That means they fly through the night and they eat bugs and stuff. And there's a few of them that are also pescivores, which mean they eat fish. So those are the three species.
Really? Bats eat fish?
Yes, there's a fish-eating bat, a fish and bat. It's amazing.
Okay, so I had a koi pond and lost a lot of them, and I didn't know what was eating them.
I mean, not a bat. The koi is usually big. They're talking small fish, little guppies and sardines and so on. You had a koi the size of a guppy?
Yeah, well, yeah. They start off small, you know.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't buy them that size. You put in a koi.
No, actually, I saw a bird with one in his beak.
Right, well, kiskadis do take them, and a lot of birds and so on take them.
And I do have these smaller ones in a...
Right, but the bats, it's just an amazing thing to see a bat just swoop down and grab a fish and take off. It's just, I mean, we have so much going on in this country. More than 474 species of birds in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. Guess how many bird species are in the rest of the Caribbean islands combined, from Cuba all the way down to Grenada? Make a wild guess.
How many we have?
We have 474. The rest of the Caribbean, guess how many they have?
Thousands.
250.
Really?
Really. And to celebrate...
You're saying combined?
Combined. All the islands put together, they have 250 species of birds. We have 474.
And we're not appreciating that?
No, because we don't know. We have money in this country.
Well, I should say I know, because when I go to Easter, right, and I get shush, because they want to take a picture, because they come from all over the world in all the expensive garb, and they go to take their pictures, and you realize that that is a big eye-opener for me. We are not appreciating what we have, because they pay a lot of money to come here. This is just to take a little taxi or a car and get up there and appreciate what we have.
And that is the future of Trinidad and Tobago, and we're destroying it right now.
Tourism,
After the oil,
tourism.
It's not just tourism. We do not have better beaches than most places in the Caribbean. We do not have better cave systems and better places in the Caribbean. What we do have in this country is biodiversity that is so far superior to almost every place else on earth. Now, if you take the size of Trinidad and plot it on anywhere on the earth, you will not find a more diverse place than that.
For wildlife.
So basically, for our size, we are the most and biodiverse place in the world.
Okay, y'all, something else to love Trinidad for. So take a break. When we come back, we'll be chatting with Ricardo a little more. Back in a minute.